quite a few more on his natural expansion. Overlord's going out like crazy. Look at all this scouting that he's going to be getting. There won't be anything this Terran can hide from this amount of Overlords. And at this point in the game, you usually think that the Terran is not going to have a lot of anti-air. So this is a very good play by Naugrim in order to get some valuable scouting information of Cloud. So we actually see Naugrim's Overlords pooping creep here as well. All over the map in order to give him sight and prevent the Terran from expanding around the map. 2 reactors coming up on these barracks. We're likely to see a ton of Marines coming out. So we've got 2 Thors, a siege tank, couple Marines, and a Marauder. And there is a Zergling here trying to get some more scouting information. Does see this missile turret. Looking at the production tab, we've got Stim, vehicle weapons, and infantry weapons coming into play now for the Terran. And we do have that Spire and Baneling nest coming up for Naugrim. I don't see any Infestors out in the field yet. Maybe I'm just blind. Yes, there is 1 Infestor out in the field. I don't know where it is, but hey, there it is, gathering all that energy. Production tab going back. I don't see Neuroparasite being researched, so most likely just for that fungal growth. Very popular spell to use on the Terrans, especially when they're going for an infantry build. Not as popular against a mech build, as the mech units are quite a bit bigger, and it just fungal growth just hits less units as a whole when used against Terran mech. So Terran's trying to push out with these 5 Marines, 6 Marines and 2 Thors, and able to kill off some of these Overlords. Unbeknown to him, there are actually 2 expansions coming up. He does know about the one, the high yield, but he doesn't know about this one here in the 6 o'clock position. Looks like the Terran are going to be going Overlord hunting. They are going to get quite a few kills if Naugrim doesn't retreat these Overlords quickly. 1 more going down, likely to lose this next one as well. Needs to get in close before attacking. Very good job there. If you attack from far, it alerts the player quickly. And ooh, we've got 9 Mutalisks coming into the base. If he goes straight for this missile turret, this could be GG, as actually chooses to take out these reactors first, allowing him to kill the production of these anti-air Marines. And that's probably a good idea, actually. I never would have thought about that. I probably would have blindly went straight for the mineral line. And right now we're not seeing a counterattack by Cloud. We're seeing him bring all his units back into his base, but all these siege tanks are going to be able to do absolutely nothing against those mutas. 15 Marines and 2 Thors. Thors being the great counter against mutas. Mutas clearing up a supply depot, a barracks, and 2 reactors, and then before running out. So nice harassment there. Cloud is moving his force back out into the open. Cloud also now getting a 3rd command center up and running. He is getting vehicle weapons and infantry weapons level 2. Centrifugal hooks for the Banelings coming out, so a great counter against these Marines will be Banelings with that speed upgrade. He's got a ton of Zerglings, almost 3 control groups of Zerglings, and now a couple Banelings coming out as well. Drones transferring over to the expansion here in the 6 o'clock position. Spinecrawler coming up as we see Cloud siege up a little bit prematurely. He needs to get down this ramp and get into an attack position before sieging those tanks up. But these Marauders are going to be easily taking out this Queen and Hatchery if the Zerg doesn't get his units here. Although he is going for a counterattack instead. Zerglings surrounding the Thor and then going straight for the main base. Another Thor here out as well. And Muta's trying to play the harassment game yet still. And actually retreating now. I'm not sure what they're doing. Back and forth, back and forth. We see Cloud's main army pushing in on Naugrim's natural expansion now, taking out quite a few of these drones. And yeah, he's bringing the majority of his army back, but it's not going to be enough, as these Thors are going to be a great counter against these Mutalisks, and the tanks are of course going to clean up anything on the ground. Although there's just too many Mutalisks for these Thors to handle. Even with Stim, these Marines are not going to be quite effective enough to take out all these mutas, and they are going to clean up the rest of the anti-air here and continue to work down these siege tanks and Marauders. So Naugrim's still working off 3 bases here, and we've just got the second command center now re-coming up for Cloud. He's got all his SCVs sitting here doing nothing. He is transferring them back onto minerals, although these minerals are almost depleted, so he is in trouble. Naugrim in clear command of this game, getting a greater Spire now, and producing some Corruptors as well. I think he's just trying to add insult to injury, as Cloud has absolutely no starports on the field, so Corruptors, unless he's going for Broodlords, which is really just overkill. Outproduce your enemy and just go in for the kill. There's no use dragging this out. Excuse me. So Cloud, once again, trying to push out on this expansion. I don't think it's going to be enough. The Greater Spire should be fairly close to being done, if I can find it. Yeah, well, no, sorry, only halfway done. I forgot just how abnormally long that takes to morph in. But Zerglings and Mutalisks able to come in and clean up this force and the rest of Cloud's base. It looks like impending doom here for Cloud. These 3 Thors, Marauder, and Siege Tank trying to clean up this expansion. They did get it done, but unfortunately for him, Naugrim's already halfway done rebuilding the expansion here at the gold minerals. And these mutas are just raining fiery death down on the barracks, the factories, and everything else. A couple Hellions coming out with no Infernal Pre-Igniter, or yeah, Infernal Pre-Igniter, but does have 2 upgrades for the mech. Anyways, Cloud does GG, and Naugrim takes this series 2-0. So Naugrim is going to advance, and Cloud is going to be knocked out. We'll look forward to see who Naugrim is playing against next round, in the round of 4. So thanks for watching. I'll bring you the rest of the round of 8 pretty quick.